I don't even know what to say about the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to say anymore. The Bears did their thing. We were up 21-7 at the half. Things were going good. Justin Fields was looking good. The Bears were feeling good. Everything was going great. We came at a half, and I don't know what happened. I don't know who did what in halftime, what was said, but they came out with a lot less energy. They had Soldier Field rocking there, and they let Soldier Field get away from them. They let Soldier Field get away from yet another disappointing loss. Another disappointing loss. Justin Fields went out there threw 335 yards, his career high. Went out there threw 4 touchdowns, his career high. Was doing a great job. Started the game off 16 for 16, finished at 28 for 35. On paper, that's a good game, but in the fourth quarter, a fumble for a touchdown, and then another interception late in the game, end up losing the game for us. I don't think it's the Justin Fields' fault, though. I'm going to be honest. Early in the game, it was at the 50-ish yard line. Instead, we decided to punt on 4th and 1. But late in the game, when it's a tie ball game, we not only do we go for it on 4th and 1 about the 30-yard line, about somewhere around field goal range. I don't know if it was exactly a 30-yard line, but we were in field goal range. We went for it, and we didn't line up under center. We actually lined up a couple yards behind center and handed the ball off to Khalil Herbert, who was having a great day. Everybody knows you want to run the football. If you're going to run it, at least be on the line of scrimmage when you're running it. Have a QB sneak. Do what you do with Komet earlier in the game. Do something different. Everybody knew you wanted to give the ball to Herbert, and instead they gave it to Herbert. He got stuffed, and then it's just a matter of the defense working. Defense didn't work. Deep ball Russ. There you go. They're in field goal range. They get their 3, and we get a chance to win the game, walk it off. And I knew it was going to happen as soon as we had the opportunity. I called my dad. I said, "It's coming. Justin Fields is going to throw his first interception of the game. It's going to happen." And he can never have a game where he doesn't throw an interception. It's just it doesn't matter how good he plays. It doesn't matter what is done during the game. It's just one thing that's inevitable. It is a canon event. If you watch Spider-Man, it is a canon event. I knew it was going to happen. As soon as we got the ball back, I said he's going to throw a pick, drive the ball down the field. We were looking decent. Got a couple penalties. Got an intentional grounding call. And then we played ourselves back, playing a deep. We have to take a deeper shot now on 3rd down. Throws it, intercepted. I mean, watching the Bears is literally one of the most. I dropped my phone. Watching the Bears is one of the most predictable things. I thought we were good. I thought we were on a good path. We were up 28-7 at one point. I was like, surely we can't blow this lead. Surely we can't blow this lead. And then we get a fumble, and then we get an interception, and then turnovers take us out the game, and the Broncos win. The Broncos aren't some superstars defensively. But when you are helping them out by giving them holding call after holding call after holding call, when you're letting I don't even know if he was a rookie, but some guy that allegedly played with Fields in college, Jonathan Cooper, when you're letting him come out there and he's getting a sack and he's creating pressure, you got Benito getting pressure. I mean, everybody on that team was creating pressure. And I don't even think it was a Fields problem this time. It really wasn't. It wasn't Fields taking too long to make the reads. That's why he was getting sacked. He actually did a good job at making quick reads today. He made real quick reads today. He did a great job. And I think this might be one of the best games Justin Fields has put on tape in the NFL so far in his career. I know there's the turnovers. I don't really blame him for them because his offensive line did not show up to play. His offensive line did not show up to play, and I don't really know how we let the game get out of hand. I really don't. Our defense looked great in the first half. They looked a lot different in the second half. It, I don't know why. I don't know how. What I do know is we could have at least put that game into overtime if Eberflus and Getsy didn't go for it on 4th and 1. And if they did go for it on 4th and 1, why are they lining Justin Fields up 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then having them hand the ball off to Khalil Herbert behind the line of scrimmage? You needed 1 yard. You got a strong quarterback. If you want to go for it that badly, which I don't know why you would, because you need a win in the books. You just need a win. We don't need a touchdown there. We need to lead. But they don't have trust in that defense. They don't trust that defense whatsoever. They wanted to keep the offense out there. And Getsy made a poor decision with the play call he made. Eberflus made a poor decision by letting that offense stay out there instead of sending out the kicking team. And quite honestly, both should be gone after this game. Eberflus should have a one-way ticket there, but we played it in Chicago. We did that in Chicago. I don't know if we will fire him. I don't know if we will fire Getsy. That was poor. That was a very poor coaching ending to that game. Coaching got exposed. It wasn't your players weren't performing. It wasn't your players weren't executing. Coaching costed you that game. Coaching costed you that game. You put Fields in a situation where now he has to play for the win, or at least to tie the game with a minute left. So if he gets a sack, or if he takes an intentional grounding and it's 2nd and long, 3rd and long, you're going to have to still get into field goal range, so you got to make a deeper throw. There's no comfort zone. You got to make the play. And then that's how you get an interception. I mean, you got the offensive line obviously not helping him out, but I don't even know what can be said about this Bears team. It's the same show every week. The Bears, we go into it. This might be the week they perform. Oh, we're hoping to see some promise out of this week. Then there might be a play or two. Oh, wow, that's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for that. We got DJ Moore involved week 2. We've been waiting for that. And then that didn't matter. Got DJ Moore really involved today. And it still did not matter. I'm not saying DJ Moore had a bad game. 131 yards, 8 receptions, a touchdown. Great game. Cole Kmet, great game. 785 into 2. Great game for Cole Kmet. I don't think this is a player problem. I really don't. You can't win games when you're making stupid coaching decisions. And today, we didn't make just one. We made 2 stupid coaching decisions. You wanted to play scared in the first half. The first half is when I would play more confidently because I know I got the rest of the game to play. The first half is he did what he in the second half, late in the game, he did what he should have done in the first half and vice versa. If we're 28-28, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it when our defense hasn't shown great talent. Our offense hasn't shown great talent in terms of keeping the ball. I'm taking the 3, getting up and forcing the Broncos, who haven't looked great this season, to do something. And if they end up scoring, tip your cap to them. They didn't end up scoring a touchdown, though. Early in the game, though, I would have gone for it. I would have gone for it because there's no reason to punt it. You're a 0-3 team, my bad. And you guys needed something desperately. And you guys played like you should have played later in the game. I don't know if that's making sense. I would be more aggressive earlier in the game because I would have the comfort of knowing that we have the ability to come back. Late in the game, under about 3 minutes, I'm just taking the points. I'm getting the win on the board. I don't need to get a touchdown. I just want the points on the board. I want to make sure that at least we did what we can do as coaches to make sure that we are in the best opportunity to win, and that is not what Eberflus or Getsy did today. They did not put the Bears in a position to win the game late. That's simple. Somebody should be let go after this. I keep saying that every week. Somebody should be let go. Somebody should get fired. Somebody should get replaced. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If it does not happen tomorrow, it's not happening. You do not lose to the Broncos after being up 28-7, a team that got scored 70 points on last week. 70 points on last week. Went 24 unanswered and beat you at your own home. You don't have that happen and it's all kumbaya. You don't. You do not. Instead, what you should do is make change. Will the Bears make change? I don't know. They should. Will they? Do they have the guts to do it? I hope they do, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will. We'll see tomorrow what happens. We'll see if something comes out later tonight. But the Bears, they're a disaster. Regardless of whether or not you believe Justin Fields is the guy or not, we're going to have the first overall pick. The first overall pick will be Caleb Williams. Whether or not he's in Chicago or somewhere else, if we were to trade that pick, I don't know yet. It will depend on the progress we see for Justin Fields for the remainder of the season. But with our current staff, we will be having the number one pick. The Bears, as of right now, are the worst team in the NFL.